Thank you for joining us for the UCA non-building score sheet breakdown. This includes the tumbling and overall score sheets. The UCA score sheet focuses on crowd leading, spirit raising, athleticism, entertainment while showcasing a solid, well-executed routine. While there are 4 total score sheets, this breakdown will concentrate on the tumbling and overall sections. These sections will only be scored during the music portion of the routine. Starting with our tumbling score sheet, we'll be looking at standing tumbling worth 15 points. The perfection of skills or execution is worth 10 points. Judges will be looking for the proper technique, synchronization, and spacing. This includes arms, legs, entry, and landings, also the timing of skills. Worth 5 points, we have difficulty. This will be the difficulty of skills performed in groups. What's the most elite pass performed by a large group, and how does the team highlight additional elite group passes? Also, what is the number of group passes, and how many athletes are participating in those passes? We'll also be looking at variety. We're looking for uniform passes with different and diverse skills. We also have our running tumbling category. Here we'll be looking at perfection of skill or execution worth 10 points. Judges will still be looking for proper technique, synchronization, and spacing, including arms, legs, entry, and landings. They'll also take into account the timing of skill. Difficulty here is worth 5 points. We'll be looking for the difficulty of skills performed in groups. What's the most elite pass performed by a large group, and how did the team highlight additional elite groups? We'll also be looking at the number of group and the number of athletes in the groups. They'll also take into account the variety of passes, including uniform passes with different and diverse skills. The tumbling judge will also have a 5-point overall category. Here they can reward teams for routine creativity, including wow factors, use of the floor throughout the routine, and the variety of skills. They'll also take into account the flow and use of formations and transitions. We want to see seamless flow from beginning to end, a great use of the floor and variety of formations, creative transitions that are fast, clean, and effortless. We also want to see energy from the beginning to the end of the routine. The first category for our overall judge will be jumps, worth 15 points. 10 of those points are allotted to proper technique, form, height, and synchronization. Judges will be watching for proper technique and form. Here they'll be looking for a good demonstration and control of the skill. This includes placement of chest, arms, and legs. When talking about height and synchronization, they'll be looking at the level of jumps by the teams, timing of jumps performed, the approach, and the landings. When talking about types of jumps, connections, combos, or varieties, judges will be allowed to award up to 5 points. This can either be for combo jumps or variety, and scores can be based on performance, not difficulty. Our next category is dance, worth 10 points. Judges will be evaluating teams on technique, including sharpness and placement of motions. They'll also be looking at timing and spacing, use of levels, and overall choreography. They can also reward visually appealing elements, including quick, clean formation changes and ripples. The final category will be overall impression, worth 5 points. Here, judges can reward for routine creativity, including wow factors, the use of floor throughout the routine, and the variety of skills. We're also going to be looking at the flow and use of formations and transitions. We want to see a seamless flow from the beginning to the end, a use of floor and variety of formations, and creative transitions that are fast, clean, and effortless. All of this while providing energy from the beginning to the end of the routine. This concludes the non-building division tumbling and overall score sheet breakdown. We look forward to seeing you and your team at a UCA competition. If you have any questions, please send them to ucascoring@varsity.com.